When I stepped into the corridors of Excel Public School, Niharika was thrilled like she had never been before. And I did not know exactly why. I had heard that the school was different, and how was for me to explore. The only thing I knew before I came in was that this institution was established by a technology company, and that stirred my intrigue. Why would a technology company explore possibilities in education, and more so in school education? At first, it seemed like an enigma. This institution has all the amenities that any parent expects from a good school today. It is modern, has an impressive infrastructure, runs a flexible CBSE curriculum, and much more. But the real differentiator is that the students who learn here stand out in society with qualities and abilities that are noticeably different.
India is my country. All Indians are my brothers and sisters. I love my country.
Impressive abilities can be honed in a child only with education that is beyond the domains and limits of classrooms, books, computers, and other such material and physical infrastructure. Also, comprehensive and holistic education can be imparted only in a place where children simply enjoy learning. I met Niharika and started asking her about the years she has spent here as a student. And she shared her experiences with me and walked me around the portals of this innovatively designed learning environment. I had now begun to experience what initially did not meet the eye. It was a feeling, and all of it could not be seen. As a kid in kindergarten, Niharika remembers a classroom with no boundaries. She could learn at the ground level, dance in the upper level, and play with children of the other section in the same common area. Unrestricted space for the mind to evolve. She was very interested in painting and craft in her initial years. And her interest in colors, shapes, and forms actually germinated in her art classes. Her classes were interesting, involving, and filled with different activities. Well, how different would a library of a school be? Yes, it was filled with books and computer systems to access worldwide resources. And I decided to just sit in and experience what happened here. The children came in, they took their books, there was reading, and then there was a review of what they had read today and in the previous days. A kind of revision and analysis that reinforced simple reading. They completed their work and left while I sat pretending to be reading, not letting them know that I was actually observing them. Logical reasoning is introduced to students in computer labs with simple and efficient tools. In fact, one of Niharika's friends also won the national level Code to Learn contest conducted by Google India, where he developed a game that involved programming and graphic designing. It's here that the seeds of technical competence are sown, and children begin to make playful tools and machines which can also be termed as robots. This is a simple robot. It kicks at the touch of a button. and students make teams and enjoy robotic football. A square plus B square plus 2AB is equal to A plus B whole square. Forget it. Rote learning has been the only way to memorize an algebraic formula for almost all of us. But here I found that children would never need rote learning or repetition techniques for concept understanding. In the maths lab, Niharika learned formulae by means of simple visual aids. Algebra here isn't alphabets and numbers alone. Rather, it is visually and practically demonstrated. A square plus B square plus 2AB is equal to A plus B whole square. That's it. When nickel and titanium are mixed in almost equal proportions, they combine to make an alloy called nitinol. Nitinol has a unique physical property that it can be made to remember its shape by heating it. Even if it is distorted or given another shape after cooling or keeping it at room temperature, it will regain its memorized shape when it is reheated. This provides for a very unique ability of making a metal alloy move by passing electricity through it and actually changing its temperature. Children learn such advanced chemical properties right here in this lab. The physics lab was bustling with activity, and here, the width of learning for Niharika was extensive. She was working on a presentation on light, from its first source, that is fire, to today's LEDs and other modern lighting systems. She knows almost everything about the subject now. Evolution, types, applications, almost everything. In this biology lab, students are learning the basics of genetics. They study physical traits of parents and probability of inheritance of these traits by the offsprings. For example, both the parents in this family of insects have pointed eyes and stingers. But when it came to inheritance of these traits in the offsprings, it was noted that both the offsprings did not inherit the stingers. And while one inherited the pointed eyes, the other got flat eyes, which none of the parents had. By this kind of learning, children understand the reasons which make every living being uniquely different from each other. So just when I was thinking that my tour is almost over, I reached the doors of what is called the Innovation Center. And I was surprised. It is a place where students build their ideas. It is a mini industry, a place where children practically learn beyond and further to what they have learned in their classrooms. Here they think and brainstorm uninhibitedly, conceiving, developing, and fine-tuning their ideas. They explore, research, and design solutions to different problems, trying, failing, and retrying till they learn how to get it right. Niharika also started building her glider right here. The thought of building a glider actually cropped up into Niharika's mind when she was watching a video on early aviation. She was inspired and hoped that she would be able to make some object that can fly the way she wants it to. She thought about it, discussed it with her friends, and then with the faculty to help her with this idea. Then a goal was set: to build a glider that flies for 1 minute with an external load of 50 grams. Niharika had never done this before, but she believed that she could do it, and she started with paper planes, trying hundreds of shapes of wings and how long each stayed in the air or how far each could fly. The Innovation Center provides facilities to students, even for advanced research. And knowing this, Niharika set a team and started using a wind tunnel to explore which shape of the wing will be the most suitable for her glider. Various aerofoils or wings were made and tested in this wind tunnel, which gave data on the drag and lift of different shapes. Now came the time to make the actual design. She developed her design skills, getting introduced to design fundamentals for functionality. She had the facility of a modern 3D printer to help her. Taking the design to the prototype stage was a challenge. But Niharika and her friends learned how to use the machine tools and follow the entire production regime with awareness of health and safety. The first prototype was ready to fly. But unfortunately, the flight was not successful. Niharika had to go back to the drawing board and make changes in the design. She worked and she learned what was going wrong, but this time she was sure of all factors. And her glider was ready for its first demonstration flight. The enigma of what exactly a tech company was doing in the field of education started getting clear. Now I know that for an e-learning tech company, the elementary food for thought is the pedagogy. They first have to know how a child learns, have to be experienced in dealing with real-life multiple situations and challenges in imparting knowledge, and basically know the domain that they are making the technology for like the back of their hands. That's precisely what happens here. Convergence of two domains that complement each other cohesively: technology and education. A lot has gone behind designing these learning systems. They are structured by teams which understand complex learning problems, but provide solutions that look very simple and are very easy for students. They believe that the complexity of technology should be ultimately used only to make user experience simple and enjoyable. It is a fact that everything that this tech company requires before it starts making e-learning software is present with it. And that too in-house. What better than this? For instance, a pilot could write the software for autopiloting his own aircraft. In other words, the tech done by the same skill set as the user. Through this detailed and carefully planned technique of the Innovation Center, Niharika went through the innovation process in a manner where she enjoyed learning. Just imagine, in more than 10 years of her schooling, here she would have undertaken so many projects like this. And how aware, competent, rational, and developed would her mind be as compared to a student of any other school in grade 9. This, for me, was the biggest differentiator. This is what I had never seen in any other school. I wished that even I could have learnt in this manner and hope that even my children get to learn with such innovative ways. It was a moment of jubilation. Niharika's glider could fly. She had achieved what she had set out to. But more importantly, she had learned how to open her mind to knowledge, pursue efforts to gain it, and not to give up till she had learned. Finally, I got to know what was going on in Niharika's mind. She had succeeded eventually. She could make a glider and make it fly too. Her mind was enthused and enriched by the freedom to think, the ability to ideate, the research to validate her ideation, the tools to build her idea, and the facilities to make it, test it, and finally fly it. She had learned from the very first spark in her mind through the whole process of development. And above all, she is socially aware and confident to take on any challenge in the way of her life. The school had done it. It had done the total personality development of Niharika. It had given Niharika what she as a child really needed, the ability to take off, the flight of learning.